Hello and welcome back to another video. It is Friday evening and it is absolutely stunning. We know we've got a good plot here, but at the moment, it looks like this. An absolute mess, rubble everywhere. But one day this will look great. There's going to be a lot of videos coming over the next few years, so you can see it all here, unfold, and see what we turn this place into. Join us on the journey. Good morning. Should we go get some food? These chickens are so sweet. They're like little pets. They follow me everywhere. Come on, should we get some breakfast? Before we carry on with the video, we've got some really sad news to share with you. Since filming this, we sadly lost all of our chickens after a fox got into the chicken coop. We'd gone away for the night and for some reason the automatic coop door didn't close properly. And on that very first night, a fox came and took them all. We know this is part of living out in the countryside, and when you keep chickens, these things will happen. But honestly, it doesn't make it any easier. We absolutely adored those chickens. The kids loved them, we loved them, and they became such a big part of our daily life. Oh, is he coming down? We're really going to miss collecting the eggs every morning, even if half the time we had to go hunting around the garden, trying to find where they had hidden them. They brought so much joy to this place, so many laughs and so many lovely moments. And it only felt right to include it in this video, so we can look back and remember them properly. As heartbreaking as it is, at least they had a really happy life. They were free to roam, free to explore, and they were genuinely loved. The kids have already asked when we can get more chickens, so I'm sure one day we will. But for now, this one is for the girls.
We know what you've been up to. Who was it? It was one of yours?
In the comments right now, type how many eggs do you think we're going to find? It's been what, 2 weeks?
Maybe 3. It's been longer than 2
I am
weeks.
putting down 23.
I'm going to go 27.
70.
70?
70 or 17?
70.
Who's going to keep count?
1, 2, 6, 7, 9.
I think Rupert might be close actually. Wait, no, was that 10?
No, he said 70.
Yeah, I know. There's so many under here.
13, 14, 19.
20.
Who did all this? Hey?
Put in.
So what are we on, 25?
I can see
26,
one on my map.
27,
It's a lot.
28,
Gosh, what's that?
32, 33.
So it has been a month, really, because they've been laying one a day. Oh my God.
How many is that now? 25?
35.
35.
Oh, that's helpful, Poppy.
Thanks, darling.
No, don't stand on the eggs, Poppy! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was close.
Right, I'm sure I'd probably find more, but... Oh, just fell
Oh, Pops. Oh no. Don't worry, darling. It's okay. Just a double yoker? Just pop it in the pile of broken ones.
I was going to say I can feel one, but I can't get it out. But there he is. 36. Righty, so I think that's a total of 37? 37 Roops?
37.
37, yeah. 37, I've cracked 2. Next job is to block this up. Otherwise, next month, we're going to have to be doing the same thing again. So yeah, 37. Whoever guessed 37 in the comments, you get a thumbs up.
Who gets 37?
I don't know, someone might have guessed 37. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is we want to go as off-grid as possible. We have had some really good conversations recently with the national grid, and we might be able to get 3-phase to the property for under £2,000, which is amazing. They have been so helpful there. But yeah, there's 3-phase on the other side of the road. When I inquired last year, it was going to be £45,000. We're going to get 3-phase here, hopefully, fingers crossed, for about £2,000. Now, we want to go as off-grid as possible. So we're going to look at different batteries, different, possibly some solar. We are looking at all the different options. And we have actually been sent 2 products from ECOFLOW to try out. Now, these won't power the whole house, but it is good to try them. And in this video, I'm going to show you one of them, and it's going to massively help all these jobs that we're trying to do around the garden, because it means we can have power anywhere. Anywhere we want, we're going to have 3-pin plugs. I want to try a few different things. I want to try a power washer, a welder, see if that'll work, and also a breaker, like a jackhammer, like a da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's give it a go. So this is the EcoFlow Delta 3 Max. This is an absolute whopper of a battery, so it's just over 2,000 kilowatt hours. You could run a kettle for an hour non-stop with this. On the front here, we have 4 AC outlets. You've also got USB-C, USB, you've got all sorts of electrical ports. On the back side here, there's also some ports here. So this is to charge it up, so you can charge it up obviously from the wall socket. There is also a socket here to be able to plug in solar panels. If you plug your solar panels in, you can have up to 400 watts. And for us, it's going to help us to get power to other parts of the property where there currently isn't any mains power. Now what we're going to try and do with it is try and break this with a breaker. I'm not sure this is going to work. I'm going in at the deep end. Okay, something slightly embarrassing just happened. My camera ran out of batteries. So for this test, we're actually going to be running a cable into the camera so that it can still record, and then we're also going to try and run the EcoFlow on a few different super heavy duty tools. Right, let's see if this is going to work. I don't actually know if this thing works. Not a good idea to do this with a almost broken shoulder. I don't actually know what I've done to it yet, but I fell off a motorbike. Not ideal. I think it might be that box. Let's try this one. Oh, it's buzzing. Is this going to work? Be cool if it does. Oh! Yes! Oh, Poppy's sleeping. Glasses. I should be wearing glasses. So the jackhammer running off the EcoFlow works. Right, next test. Pressure washer. This one is not great, so if anyone's got any recommendations of better pressure washers, please let us know. We have been in talks with a company called VTuff. Their stuff looks amazing, so if anyone's used it in the past, please let us know. Water's turned on. Do we think we can weld with it? When I bought some containers, a load of metal came with it. Loads and loads of steel, like a ridiculous amount. All included in the price, and I think I bought the container for about £400. £400 for the container and all the steel was an absolute steal. But I've got a load of metal, and we're going to make a few outbuildings. What are they called? Field shelters? We want to put them on a skid. Now, before I try the welder, because I'm sure the welder is going to be terrible on this, I wanted to try our cutter. Now, instead of having to lug all the metal around there, especially with my bad arm, I thought maybe we can try and run the cutter off the EcoFlow. Oh my goodness, what on earth is that? What animal is that? Sorry, I got distracted. Let's chop a little slither off. Safety glasses. So, what is that? Oh, wow, that's hot. That seems pretty thick. So what welder do I need to be able to weld all that? So shiny. Right, so the last thing I want to test is a welder. See if we can weld something out in the middle of nowhere. Now I understand no one's going to buy this just so that it's an extra long extension cord. So obviously a lot of money compared to what a lead would be, but it does give you the flexibility to go literally anywhere you want. Camping, whack it in the back of the car. You can charge your phone. I mean, I don't know how many times that would be. I'd have to run the maths. But we could take it into the middle of one of our fields. We do actually want to do a video where we put a piano in the middle of the field. We could just use this. EcoFlow has been a company that I've absolutely loved over the years and just never bit the bullet and bought one. But after using one now, I feel as though I probably should have got one ages ago. It really is an awesome product. Let's get into the welding. Oh my goodness. What have I done? I think I need to work on my welding. I mean, it's stuck together, so that's one thing that's going for it. And also, the main thing, the EcoFlow managed to do it. Oh, the birds. Absolutely beautiful. We have uninterrupted views all the way, well, I mean, there's a tree. All the way around to the sides. So the plot is amazing. We absolutely love it. It's just a long road ahead. A very, very long road ahead. Let's also just quickly give you an update on the field at the back. So we obviously changed this section, put it back to grass so that Rupert can whiz back and forth. You can then see where the crop has now started to grow behind there. But this is going really quickly. The fact that it's so long actually is quite tricky to cut it, because our ride-on lawnmower, it struggles when the grass gets really long. Look at it. It's looking great. And all of this is starting to really grow, which is not good, because actually my father-in-law came with his machines and cut all of that back. And now it's all growing again. And because it's so rocky and stony underneath, I can't use our ride-on to trim that back. So I'm a bit worried that this is all going to be overgrown. I've just seen in the distance, I think we've got some poppies. Oh, look at these. Our little poppy corner. That is so sweet. Oh, there's just a few of them that are sprouting up all over the place. That is so lovely. And then you've got toilets. I definitely need to get on the ride-on lawnmower, because all of this is actually the track for Rupert to get up to the back field. So there are lots of jobs to do to make this place at least usable for the time being. We would actually like your advice. So we have planning for a house right here. And then we have a garage office area, which is probably roughly where the shipping containers are. But as you can see, there is a hedge just here. There is also an electricity pylon. So that hedge actually will have to come down with the current planning. But our thoughts are maybe we can move the house 10 meters this way, 5 to 10 meters, so that the end of the garage is basically where the edge of the hedge. The edge of the hedges. That would mean that the house all shifts west this way, and it would mean that the hedges don't have to come down. We also don't need to take the pylon down, and we will still be within our allowed curtilage. So we are thinking, and we are currently having the plans drawn up to then put planning permission in just to shift it. We're only shifting it 5-10 meters, but it will just make a massive difference up at the far end. That hedge is actually really old, so we're going to try and make it a lot nicer, get someone in who knows hedges, clean it up a bit. But the plan is to move it all this way, no bigger, no taller, nothing changes apart from shifting it slightly this way, which also means it's slightly further away from the road, so then people can't see it. So less impact on the surrounding area. Fingers crossed it'll be allowed. It does mean another 6 to 8 weeks of waiting before we get a decision on whether we can or can't do that. Fingers crossed we can, because I think there's only bonuses to doing it.
Hello! I feel like you've just seen it, Jamie, this vlog. I am still here. But yeah, since Jamie really injured his shoulder, I have been holding down the fort. So I've felt a little bit busy at the moment. So Jamie's done most of the vlogging. But yeah, it's exciting that things are moving in the right direction with the house. But then when Jamie turned around and said, "Oh, I've got this idea, I think we should move it 5 meters," I was like, no, it's just going to set us back a really long way. But I do think it's the right decision, and it'll all be worth it in the end. But yeah, other than that, I don't have that much to report. So maybe I should wrap this vlog up. I just wanted to jump on at the end to say I'm still here. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and hopefully the next few months are going to be very exciting. So see you in the next one. Bye.